Hello children, here we are again for phonics. Do you have your pencil, pen, paper, whiteboard ready for later? Then let's begin. We are starting with a listening exercise. And today I have my shopping bag and we are going to go shopping. I am going to say the items that I've bought and I want you to repeat the whole sentence. And I'm going to add a new item every time. So you need to listen carefully and remember what I've bought. So are you ready? Let's give it a go. Okay, I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes. Can you say it? Brilliant, let's say it together. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes. Okay, I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes and beans. Can you say it? Let's say it together. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes and beans. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes, beans and sugar. Your turn. Let's say it together. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes, beans and sugar. Okay. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes, beans, sugar and apples. You say it. Okay, let's say it together. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes, beans, sugar and apples. Okay. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes, beans, sugar, apples and milk. You say it. You got all five? Let's say it together. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes, beans, sugar, apples and milk. Okay. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes, beans, sugar, apples, milk and bread. You say it. Have you got all six? Let's say it together. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes, beans, sugar, apples, milk and bread. Fantastic. Are you ready? See if we can remember 7 items. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes, beans, sugar, apples, milk, bread and eggs. I'll say it again. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes, beans, sugar, apples, milk, bread and eggs. You say it. Do you think you've got all 7? Let's do it together. I went to the shops and I bought tomatoes, beans, sugar, apples, milk, bread and eggs. Did you remember all 7? It was getting a bit tricky towards the end there, wasn't it? Fantastic. Let's move on. I have some pictures here and I need you to write the words for them. So, are you ready? Do you have your pen and pencil ready? The first word is snowman. Snowman. So remember yesterday we were looking at all the alternative sounds. Okay, let's break snowman up to write it. Clap the syllables. Snowman. So sound talk snow to your paper, then man. See if you can write me the word snowman. Don't forget to sound button it as well to help you. Sound talk it to your paper. Have you written snowman? Let's have a look. Sound talk it with me. S-n-o. Snow. M-a-n. Man. Snowman. It's got the alternative sound, hasn't it? For our ow making an O sound. Snowman. Did you remember it? Well done. Okay, the next picture is not actually, well, it is milk, but I want you to write the word full. It's a full bottle of milk. Full. Can you write me the word full? Can you remember it? Remember it's using one of our alternative sounds. Full. Do you think you've done it? Let's check. Full. Sound talk it with me. Full. Did you manage to get it right? Well remembered. Okay, for the third one, I'd like you to write the word magic. Magic. So sound talk it to your paper, magic. And sound button it to check. Again, it's using one of our alternative sounds. Do you think you've done it? Have you checked it with your sound buttons? Let's have a look at it then. Magic. Sound talk it with me. M-A-G-I-C. Magic. It's our letter G making the J sound, isn't it? Okay, and the last one, I think you can guess what it is. Circus. Circus. Can you remember how we write the word circus? Remember, sound talk it to your paper and sound button it to check. Again, if you want to, you can break it up into the syllables. Circus. Sound talk each syllable to your paper. Do you think you've done it? Circus. Let's check. Sound talk it with me. Circus. Circus. And it's our alternative pronunciation, isn't it? The letter C is making a S sound. Did you remember those alternative pronunciations? Well done. Okay, let's move on. Pop your pencils down. We are going to say the sounds that we see. So are you ready to say them before I do? Here we go. O. U, or it can be oo. Z. X. Qu. I. O. J. Ow. O. E. Or it can be v. Did you get both sounds? Well done. E. A. U, or it can be oo. I. V. Ear. Oi. W. E. O. Air. A. U, or it can be oo. Z. Ow. A. E. Y, or it can be E at the end of the word, like happy. Sh. I. R. Oo, or it can be w. Or. Oi. Your. Or. Ch. Well done, everybody. Did you remember all of those? Fantastic. Okay, we are going to look at another alternative pronunciation today. So have a look at this word. Can you sound talk it? And tell me what it says. Let's do it together. S-E. Sea. Well done, like the ocean. That's that type of sea. Sea. Okay? Now, this EA grapheme can also be pronounced as an E. Okay? So remember, when we're looking at it and you see it in a word, you would normally use the one that you know. So you would know it as E. But if it doesn't work out and it doesn't sound right, then try it as an E. So let's look at the next word. Sound talk this word for me. What do you think it says? Let's sound talk it together. Eed. Heed. Doesn't make sense, does it? Let's try the alternative. Ed. Head. Our head. Okay, so it works better with that alternative pronunciation, didn't it? Let's look at the next one. See if you can sound talk this word. What do you think it says? Let's try it together. Breed. Breed. Now, breed is a word, but I know from all of my reading that that's two E's. So let's sound talk it with our alternative pronunciation. Bread. Bread. I like to eat bread. Okay? If the sentence said, I like to eat breed, that wouldn't make sense, would it? So it also depends on what the sentence says as well. Okay? Let's have a look at the next one. Sound talk it for me. What does it say? Let's do it together. Dream. Dream. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Dream. Okay, have a look at this one. What does it say? Let's do it together. Leaf. Leaf. Brilliant. I found a leaf in my garden. I found a beautiful leaf in my garden. Okay, try this one. What do you think this word says? Okay, let's try it together. Feather. That doesn't make sense, does it? Feather. Let's try our alternative. Feather. Feather. I found a bird's feather on the beach. Feather. Did you get it? Well done. Let's look at the next one. Can you sound talk this word for me? What does it say? Sound talk it together. Steam. Steam. Well done. Steam. Okay, have a look at this one. What do you think it says? Should we sound talk it together? Read. Reedy. Doesn't really make sense if it says, if the sentence says, I am reedy, that wouldn't make sense, would it? But it would make sense if it says, ready. I am ready for school. So do you see the sentence that the word is in needs to make sense, doesn't it? Okay, well done. Let's do this one. What does this word say? Sound talk it with me. Team. Team. I am part of a team. Well done. Okay, let's write some of these words down. Are you ready? Okay, get my pen. Phonic fingers ready? Sound talk the word reach. Reach. Each. Reach. Let's write the word reach. And remember, we're using our EA grapheme, okay? So let's write the word reach. E-ch. Sound button it to check. E-ch. Reach. Well done. Okay. Phonic fingers ready? Sound talk the word head. Head. Now we know, because we're looking at the alternative pronunciation, that we are going to use the EA grapheme to write head. Okay? So let's write it. Ed. Head. Did you get it? Well done. Okay, let's write the word tread. Tread. Sound talk it for me. T-r-ed. Tread. 4 phonemes. Remember, we're using our EA grapheme to write it. Tread. T-r-ed. T-r-ed. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 sound buttons and we have 4 phonemes. Great. Okay, you're now going to write a sentence. What does that sentence have to have at the beginning? a capital letter. And in between each word, what do we need? A finger space. And at the end of each sentence, we need a full stop. Are you ready to hear the sentence? I use bread to make a sandwich. I use bread to make a sandwich. Can you tell me the sentence? Let's write it down. I use bread to make a sandwich. So I, nice capital letter, I use. Now do you remember what digraph we use for use? It's our split vowel U, isn't it? Use. Did you remember that? I use bread, using our grapheme, our EA grapheme, B, R, E, D. I use bread to make a sandwich. 2. New word, make. Do you know which, can you remember rather, which digraph we use to write make? It's our split vowel A, isn't it? M-A-K. Make. I use bread to make a sandwich. Now I'm going to break sandwich up into its syllables. Sandwich. So I'm going to write sand first. S-A-N-D. Sandwich. W-I-C-H. Full stop. Have you managed to write that sentence? Well done. What do you need to do now? You need to check it for your capital letter at the beginning. Do you have finger spaces between your words? And have you got a full stop at the end? Brilliant. But what else do you need to do? Yes, you need to read it, don't you? Pop your finger under each of your words and read it back. I use bread to make a sandwich. Well done. Okay, pop your pencils down. We are looking at real or alien words. You know how to play it. The word is going to appear. Can you read it for me? Okay, is it a real word or is it a pretend word? What do you think? You think it's real? Let's sound talk it together. Player. Well done. Let's look at the next one. So sound talk the word. What do you think it says? So is it real or is it pretend? Let's have a look. You think it's pretend? Sound talk it with me. Ouch. Scouch. That is a strange word, isn't it? What about this word? Can you sound talk it? Tell me, what does it say? Okay, so is it real or is it pretend? What do you think? Oh, let's see, is it pretend? Yes, it is. Sound talk it with me. Peenth. That's a really strange word to say, isn't it? Let's have a look at this one. Can you sound talk this word? What does it say? So is it real or is it pretend? Let's have a look. Sound talk it with me. First. I came first in my race. What about this word? What do you think it says? So is it real or is it pretend? Let's see if you're right. Let's sound talk it together. Annoy. Annoy. Well done. Let's look at this one. Oh, be careful of the digraph in that. What do you think it says? So is it real or is it pretend? Let's see if you're right. Sound talk it with me. Grite. Did you get that split vowel digraph? Well done. What about this one? What does it say? So is it real or is it pretend? Let's see. I think you might be right. Let's sound talk it together. Queef. What about this word? So what do you think it says? So is it real or is it pretend? Let's see. Sound talk it with me. Spoilt. Spoilt. Well done. Fantastic. Thank you for helping me sort my words. Let's move on to our high frequency and tricky words. I have my flashcards. Remember, you need to read them as quickly as you can. Are you ready? Here goes. People. House. Out. It's. There. Help. About. Mr. From. What. Time. Your. Just. Oh. Children. Old. Made. Saw. Here. And we are back to the beginning. Well done, children. Did you manage to read them before I did? Fantastic. You've worked really hard this week. Enjoy the rest of your day and I will see you again for some more phonics very soon. Bye-bye.